Hello everybody, this is your main man Keith here from Keith Plays PS4 927. Happy Tuesday morning to all my awesome viewers on this awesome channel. We are ready to begin a third team for this NBA 2K22 Road to the NBA Finals. So we're going to go to my league. We just completed the Los Angeles Lakers yesterday, and we have one more game to go for the Western Conference first round for our Minnesota Timberwolves. So what I'm thinking, we're going to definitely do the Toronto Raptors. So here is the bracket for Series 1 of NBA 2K22 Toronto Raptors franchise. So we're going to face off against the Orlando Magic. We're the number 1 seed, in case if you're wondering. So I decided to do Toronto because it would be the first Eastern Conference team that I wanted to do. And Toronto doesn't really have too much injuries in this regular season. So they didn't make the postseason last season, but they won the NBA championship. It'll be 3 years ago in June. So we're going to show you the uniforms for Game 1 against Orlando, and we'll see you guys in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. Alright, so the Orlando Magic are going to be wearing their blue statement uniforms, which I like those. And the Toronto Raptors are going to be wearing their Drake-oriented black and metallic gold city uniforms, which I like how they add the black and the metallic gold resembling Drake, because many of you may or may not know this, that Drake is actually from Toronto, and he is a huge Raptors fan, as many of you would know. So we're going to see you guys at tip-off. Here we are in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. You get to see the CN Tower at the Scotiabank Arena, which they've been playing since, I think, 1999. It was called the Air Canada Centre when Vince Carter was a member of the Toronto Raptors. So, tip-off begins momentarily, and the Toronto Raptors have won it. So Scotty Barnes, he's going to pass this off to Pascal Siakam. He is going to knock down a 3 for the first points of the series. So it's now going to be a 3-0 Toronto Raptors lead. So Cole Anthony is going to pass it to Franz Wagner. So Wagner, he's going to pass it to Cole Anthony. So Cole Anthony, I don't think he's related to Carmelo Anthony. So rookie Scotty Barnes from Florida State, that's my team for college basketball, by the way, makes it in for 2. So it's now 5-0 Toronto. So now Cole Anthony, there is a foul there. It's for Fred VanVleet, and it's a reach-in foul. So now it is Cole Anthony going to pass it to Jalen Suggs, who I think is the second cousin of former NFL player Terrell Suggs. And I'm guessing their grandparents were siblings or something. But that's how second cousins are. Getting back into the game, Pascal Siakam with that offensive rebound for Toronto. And he gets this layup in. It's now 7-0 at the moment. So now it is Jalen Suggs losing the basketball, and it is Gary Trent Jr. He is going to pass it to Jalen Suggs, and then some Siakam. He's going to knock down another 3, and it looks like he gets it in from 3. So it's now a 10-0 Raptors lead here in Toronto, Ontario, Canada, which I call Maple Leaf Country. So now Siakam makes the steal. What will Siakam do? He will make it in for 2. And Siakam has 10 points in this game, surprisingly. And Fred VanVleet makes the steal. Cole Anthony picks it back up. He's going to pass it to Franz Warner or Wagner. And 3 steals made for Toronto. And we got some Fred VanVleet. That was a 3 for the Magic, by the way. And Fred VanVleet knocks down his first 3 of the game. And they're going to pass it to Cole Anthony. So now Cole Anthony, what is he going to do? He's going to pass it to a teammate, but then Siakam is going to pass it to OG Anunoby. Dunks that in for 2 points. So this is the Eastern Conference first round. You may never know what the lead will be like. So now Cole Anthony losing the basketball there. Another steal and a back-to-back dunk by OG Anunoby. So it's now 19-3 here in Toronto, here at the Scotiabank Arena. Toronto's been making very consistent defense in this game. And now we got some Fred VanVleet. I'm actually going to pass it to Gary Trent Jr., the former Portland Trailblazers player. So he knocks it down for three. Orlando does take a timeout. We're going to take a break. All right, so now it is 24-3. I'm going to pass this off to Siakam, and he gets that in there. It's now 26-3 here in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. This will end the first quarter here at Scotiabank Arena. So now we have, well, I thought we were going to get possession there, but now it is Jonathan Isaac going to pass it to Terrence Ross, the former Raptor, misses it. End of first. Toronto leads it 26-3. All right, now Toronto has possession of, Orlando has possession. Fred VanVleet is making that steal once added for the Raptors. He is going to get a nice layup there, and it's now 28-3 here in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. Now it's Terrence Ross that has possession of the basketball. He's going to pass it to Mo Bamba, and then Jalen Suggs does not want to be, he wants to have possession. He does not want to get blocked, so there's going to be at least two defenders trying to stop him there, and Wagner gets that in there, so it's now a 28-5 lead. So Orlando, they were 2 for 5. That's 40%. And Toronto, they're at 100%. So he drilled that in from 3. So it's now 31-5. Jalen Suggs, he is losing the basketball. And it goes out of bounds. Orlando still has possession of it. But I think they're going to make depth chart changes or whatever. So Cole Anthony has possession of the basketball now. Where is he going to shoot this at? Will he pass it to a teammate? Mo Bamba with that nice lay-in there. It's now 31-7 here in Toronto. So now Siakam gets it in safely for 2. But Mo Bamba, however, there is a shooting foul. Toronto has 14 points in the paint, while Orlando has 4. So if Siakam gets this in, which I don't think he will, and he does not, but there was a steal there, but then Mo Bamba lost it, but then Terrence Ross picked it back up for the Magic. So now Siakam is going to get this one in for 2. Now it's 35-7 here in Toronto, and the Magic, they're not shooting that great. I mean, they were 2 for 5. Wendell Carter Jr. passing it to Terrence Ross, and then Terrence Ross, he's going to knock down a 3 there. No good. Precious Achiuwa passing it to Siakam, and Siakam, he's going to do a spin move there, and Siakam, he has 18 points, and the rest of the team has 19 points, so they're at 37-7, and Orlando seems to be struggling on offense because they're not doing great in three-point shooting. And they're not one of those teams that really shoot for threes quite a bit, unlike the Warriors or the Lakers. So there is a foul there. It's on Chris Boucher. It's a reach-in foul. So this still means Orlando does have possession of the basketball. So it's Franz Wagner. Where is he going to pass it to? He's going to pass it to Wendell Carter Jr., former Chicago Bulls player that was traded for Nikola Vucevic, who is now with the Bulls. So I'm going to pass this off to Fred VanVleet. Makes that nice layup there in the paint. And Toronto is hyped up. They're leading by 32 points in this episode. And now Cole Anthony losing the basketball there. And it is Birch. I'm going to pass it to Scotty Barnes there. So Scotty Barnes, he's going to knock down a 3. And it's now at 42-7. So they're scoring 6 times more points than Orlando. And Orlando's the visitor. So now Cole Anthony lost the basketball. Then he picked it back up. He is not sure where he is going to shoot this one from, but will he actually pass it to a teammate and score it in, or will he pick up the assist? Wendell Carter Jr. shoots it in, but there is no assist there, and we pass it to the other side of the court. It ends up going out of bounds, and Orlando has the possession. All right, so now Scotty Barnes, he's going to pass it to Anunoby and then back to Scotty Barnes. So now Scotty Barnes, he's going to knock down a three to end the half, and we'll see you guys in the third quarter. All right, Orlando has possession for the third quarter as well because we won the tip-off in that first quarter. So Cole Anthony getting his first points of the second half. Now it is Fred VanVleet. He is dribbling the ball. So what is he going to do? He's going to get this in for two. Now it's 47-50. And don't worry about the update required if you see it on your screen there with the triangle and the exclamation mark. Don't worry about that because I think there has to be a roster update or something. So I'm going to pass it to Scotty Barnes. Loses a basketball, but then Franz Wagner is going to pick it up. He's going to pass it to Jalen Suggs there. Malachi Flynn, there is a foul on him. So they're actually going to get one free throw point in. Will they get the other one in? They're going to say yes as well. So question is, will the Orlando Magic make a comeback in the second half and win the game? And it looks like Toronto is up by a huge margin. 37 points, by the way. And now it is Jalen Suggs with the possession. He's going to pass it to Cole Anthony, and Cole Anthony loses the basketball, but then it's Fred VanVleet that picks it up. I'm actually going to pass it to Scotty Barnes and then OG Anunoby. So OG Anunoby gets this one in for two. Now it's 52-13 here in Toronto. And Cole Anthony's going to pass it to Wendell Carter Jr. Carter makes the dunk. And now they're 6 for 14. That's 43%. 22 for 22 for Toronto. So they're up by big points. So that's what I like to see for them. And he lost the basketball there, but then he picked it up as an offensive rebound. It will be 54-15 at the moment. So now Cole Anthony losing the basketball, and it is Fred VanVleet picking it up. So it's now going to be 56-15. All right, 58-15. 58-15, Jalen Suggs has possession of the basketball. And Jalen Suggs, he is going to pass it to Cole Anthony. And it looks like Cole Anthony got it in for 2 points. So, Suggs with the assist, by the way. Anunoby, he's going to pass it to Fred VanVleet. Going to pass it to Young. Passing it back to Anunoby. And there is a foul. It's on Jonathan Isaac. So we're going to try to get one extra point in this episode. So we're going to go to the free throw line once at it. And Anunoby got that in. So it's now a 44-point lead for Toronto. And Terrence Ross losing the basketball. And it goes out of bounds. Orlando has the possession for it. So check out that mobile one block. It was Jalen Suggs on Fred VanVleet. So VanVleet picked up the rebound, surprisingly. And he got it in for 2 points. So there is a foul there. I don't think it was on Mo Bamba had a foul. There was a foul against him. So Mo Bamba, he's going to the free throw line once at it. Gets 2 additional points in. So from scoring 7 points in the first half, I'm going to pass it to Siakam. And then this is like the hot potato game. And we're going to drill this from 3 behind the arc. So it's now a 45-point lead here. And they've only had 1 3 in this whole game. 20%. We have only had 9. So that's 100%. We want to get up to an A, not an F. But there is a rebound on Precious Achusiwa, the former Miami Heat player. So I'm going to pass it to Gary Trent and then some Siakam. Siakam gets this one in there. So it's now 66-19. Toronto up by 47 points already. This is crazy. And we're not even in the fourth quarter. So we're, excuse me, up by quite a bit of points. So will we lead up to 50 at the end of the third? We'll see ends in the fourth. Toronto in the fourth quarter. I'm going to pass it to Chris Boucher. We're up by 50 points exact. So I'm going to pass it to Boucher. Once added, we're going to try to shoot this in for 2 points. Now it's 71-19. And the game is soon to be over because this game went really fast here. Markelle Fultz, he is going to get this in for 2. Now it's a 50-point exact lead. So I'm going to pass it to Birch, and then I'm going to pass it to Chris Boucher, and we're going to drill it in from 3. So it's now a 74-21 lead here in Toronto. And the Magic, they're getting crushed big time. So Harris, he's going to pass it to Wagner, gets that layup in there. So it's now Toronto with the lead. So I'm going to pass it to Birch, and then actually going to get this in for 2 before the shot clock expires. But the shot clock is 24 in the pros, so now we have possession of the basketball. And we went out of bounds there. Orlando has possession. All right, your player of the game is Pascal Siakam for Toronto. I'll explain the numbers after the game. But now we got a minute and 16 seconds before game 1 of the Eastern Conference first round will be over. So now we got some Pascal Siakam. He's going to knock it down from 3 from downtown. And it's now going to be 79-28. And now Gary Harris loses the basketball, picks it back up. And it looks like that Gary Harris, he's going to pass it to Robin Lopez. And that was a backwards layup there. So that's now 49 seconds left. I'm going to pass it to Siakam. And now we're going to get 81. And we'll actually see you guys after the game. So we'll do statistics. All right, and the Toronto Raptors win game 1 of the Eastern Conference first round by the final score of 81-30. All right, Pascal Siakam, 31 points, 1 rebound, 2 assists, 3 steals on the day. Fred VanVleet, 18 points, 2 rebounds, 1 steal, 1 block on the day. Scotty Barnes, he had 11 points, 1 rebound, 2 assists, 1 steal on the day. And VanVleet did have a offensive rebound, so I forgot to mention. OG Anunoby had 9 points, 1 rebound, 1 assist, 1 steal on the day. Chris Boucher, he had 5 points, 1 rebound as well. Moving on to the Orlando Magic, Cole Anthony, 6 points, 3 assists on the day. Jalen Suggs, he had 4 points, 3 assists, 1 steal on the day. Mo Bamba, he had 4 points in all. Marquise Wagner had 4 points. Franz Wagner had 3 points. Wendell Carter Jr. had 2 points. And so did Jonathan Isaac had 2 points. So that wraps it up, everybody. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please stay tuned, and we'll see you in the next episode.